So Batman shooting and killing the terrorists inside this SUV really bothered you? I mean, seriously? And Batman letting this guy accidentally blow himself up with the grenade really made you hate Zack Snyder? And Batman shooting this terrorist in the gas tank made him a cold-blooded murderer? And it really made you accuse Zack Snyder of not understanding Batman? Even though this scene is actually taken shot for shot from the Dark Knight Returns graphic novel?
I believe you.
In fact, Zack Snyder said, and I quote, "There's a scene from the graphic novel where he busts through a wall, takes the guy's machine gun, and he shoots the guy right between the eyes with the machine gun. One shot. Of course, I went to the gas tank, and all the guys I was working with were like, you've got to shoot him in the head, because they're all comic book dorks."
Believe me, I'll do it!
So basically, Zack Snyder actually toned down this scene, believe it or not. But it never bothered you that Tim Burton's Batman was a sadistic, cold-blooded murderer? I mean, look at the grin when he blew up the fat dude. Yet you thought it was cool how Captain America throws some guy off a ship from 30,000 feet up in the air? And it never occurred to you that Iron Man had more direct, intentional kills than Zack Snyder's Batman? Now shut your mouth and go watch Captain America's 14,000 kills on YouTube before complaining about Batman killing in this movie. These endless complaints I've been hearing from everybody that the problem with the movies that Batman kills is just plain hypocritical.
I don't want to kill anyone.
The problem here is not Batman, it's not Zack Snyder, it's not the script, it's not Batman v Superman the movie. The problem here are the hypocritical critics and moviegoers who complain about Batman killing but never brought it up about other movies. Everybody, and I mean everybody, including my brother, kept repeating the phrase sloppy editing. Seriously? You were not impressed with this superbly edited fight scene? With the highly emotional funeral scenes? And all of a sudden you're an expert in the technical aspects of movie editing? I'll call it like it is. You heard one critic say sloppy editing, so you kept on repeating it.
What do you want?
So those 160 seconds where we're introduced to the characters of the Justice League all of a sudden makes the entire movie a setup movie? Not like the last 10 Marvel movies didn't shove the Infinity Stones down our throats. I'm a huge comic book fan and collector, and even I struggle explaining the Infinity Stones. This one I heard from a friend. Really? I mean, really? The Batman suit looked fake? Are you kidding me?
They taught me the world only makes sense if you force it to.
Yet your beloved Marvel movies can do no wrong?
What are you doing? A little help!
You insist that you want a happy-go-lucky Superman, but in reality you're clinging on to memories you had when you were 8 years old. Face it, you were dumb and naive and easily impressionable, and those days are long gone.
I'm not saying he shouldn't act. I'm saying he shouldn't act unilaterally.
Zack Snyder's portrayal of Superman is the best we've seen to date. In this movie, Superman is carrying the weight of the world on his shoulders. Not saving an Amtrak train or doing some stupid illogical shit like turning the world around. Now this is an action scene. Now don't get me wrong, I'm not a big fan of Jesse Zuckerberg because he essentially plays the same character in every movie. But I had more of an appreciation of him once I heard the Zack Snyder quote. Even though he's self-deprecating, I also feel like at the same time he's sort of sizing me up. Like, I can't tell if it's a compliment or an insult half the time.
And knowledge is power. And I am... no. No, what am I? What was I saying? No.
Because of that, I had a little bit more of an appreciation of Jesse Eisenberg in this role, actually.
But a certain junior senator from Kentucky decided to block it. Yes, the chair of the Committee on Superman is soft on security.
Seriously? At least I understood that Batman was paranoid about a world controlled by a Superman, and that was reflected in his dream. Now remember the Thor dream sequence in Avengers Age of Ultron? Do you actually even understand what happened?
You're a destroyer, Odinson. See where your power leads.
Heavenly God, creator of heaven and earth, have mercy on my soul.
This criticism came from Kevin Smith. So Kevin, are you talking about the Superman who was willing to sacrifice himself and get blown up by a nuke? Or do you mean the Superman who then truly sacrificed his life taking Doomsday down? Or maybe you were referring to the Batman who fought his ass off, taking down 24 terrorists, getting shot and stabbed and blown up to do everything he possibly can to save Martha Kent?
I'm a friend of your son's.
I figured. The cape?
Now please be quiet and finish your Daredevil Bullseye miniseries before opening your trap again. My other video explains this in more detail, but in a nutshell, Clark calling out Martha's name caught Batman by surprise.
What does that mean?
And part of this movie was the story of Batman's redemption. This entire movie we have an angry, bitter, cynical Batman. Suddenly, he realizes the humanity of Superman and how he screwed up. At this moment, we get the Batman we've been longing for. And we get one of the most amazing fight sequences in a superhero movie ever. If you honestly believe this, you're an idiot. The motivations of Lex, Bruce, and Clark were explained.
When I was a boy to deliver me from Daddy's fists and abominations. I figured out way back. If God is all-powerful, he cannot be all good.
Persons die. That's how it starts. The fever, the rage, the feeling of powerlessness.
Second criminal found bearing the Bat brand. The first victim.
Batman saves the modern-day slaves. Bruce helps the annoying guy.
You're gonna be okay, you hear me?
Superman saves a girl from a burning building. Superman rescues a tanker. Superman saves a space shuttle.
We have always created icons in our own image. What we've done is we project ourselves onto him. The fact
Batman saves Martha.
It's okay.
They all stop Doomsday. The list goes on and on. So the Hulk is close to killing 600 people downtown. And you'd prefer a Tony Stark joking while trying to take him down?
Go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep.
Is that what you want from Batman? Having him blurt out some cheesy comment like, "Missed me, Doomsday, ha ha ha"? The guy's focusing on trying to figure out how he's going to take down the monster, not throw out some funny quip.